The first race of the Super 1 season for 2016 about to get underway. It's Minimax for drivers from 11 years of age, and here's my colleague Jake Sanson with the grid positions. Jake?
Tom Canning and Johnny Edgar on the first front row of the 2016 Minimax season. Rufus Hunt and Clayton Ravenscroft on the second. Bunsen, Hannafin, Patterson and Koika in 12th position. Alex Lloyd having to cope with that penalty for the broken nose cone. It became detached in that incident. Jensen Butterfield goes from the back. The O-plate should be charging forward into the chicane for the first time then here at Rowrah, and the 2016 Minimax season is up and running. So out in front, that looks to me like the 21 has blasted into position nicely. Tom Canning leading the charge here with the two Coles racing karts in second and third positions. It's Johnny Edgar currently in P2 in front of the 75. Clayton Ravenscroft in third position. Chasing them down is Lorcan Hannafin. And we're up to the Stuart S's for the first time. Nice overtake there from Rufus Hunt into the right-hander of the Stuart S's. He's now moved himself up to, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position. So a good start to the season for Rufus Hunt. He's already on the charge.
Started in P3 though, Jake. He's lost a couple of places, but this is the best I've seen from Rufus Hunt over the years he's been in Super 1. I really want to see him get a podium during this season. Minimum a podium for Rufus, please, this season. He always has bad luck on the 14, just going up through the chicane there, and they all seem to get through there cleanly. It's Canning that leads it then from Edgar, who's just come back from the United States. He's a regular out there in the States. They love him there. He's just won the Las Vegas Super Nationals or something like that anyway, in I think it was in the cadet class out there, but that shows his quality. They go down to the Stuart S's, has to stay in position out of the Stuart S's, up over the little rise, the little left-hand hump there in the track. That's Tom Canning's information. He's the 2014 Super 1 British champion in Honda Cadet. We'll see the Honda Cadet class coming up later on. So plenty of quality for Tom Canning. Of course, the man behind him, the three-time British Open champion in Miami Cadet.
Yeah, let's give you three of those names that are at the top of the virtual championship standings as they rest at the moment. Canning, Edgar, Patterson. Three names that have gone from cadets last season to Minimax this season and have taken to it like a duck to water. Look at how impressive all three of them are. There is Johnny Edgar. Second position in the 17, 11 years of age still, Johnny Edgar. We keep thinking of him as one of the established guards of karting, but he's still so young, as is Clayton Ravenscroft, 12 years of age, the Southampton man in the AIM kart, and he's really starting to put on the speed this year as well. Even at the first round here at Rowrah, I'm actually really interested to see what he can do.
Yep, Clayton, one of those drivers who will certainly be challenging for podiums minimum. He'll be thinking, you know what, I want to take at least a win or two this season. If he can't win the championship, certainly wants to put himself up there in the finals and having a good run today. The virtual championship points, by the way, will stay on the screen. So as the drivers go through the start line, these points will change as their positions on the track change. So at the moment, it's Canning who leads the championship. This is the virtual championship. If the race finished now, these are the championship points. So Canning on 191, Edgar on 183, and Patterson 174. Bunce there in fourth place. That is Lorcan Hannafin for Strawberry Racing.
Oh, he's gone for the move.
Yeah, he's got it as well.
That is a superb overtake there from Lorcan Hannafin. He's really made that count. Stuck it on the inside of Rufus Hunt and gone for broke. Meanwhile, behind him, Klas Koika is there in sixth position with Dexter Patterson and Alex Lloyd, who's just gone purple in the first sector. Johnny Edgar's gone purple in the second, so he's chasing down Tom Canning as they come through for the end of the lap. But look at this battle for the lower positions. It is absolutely as you like there, with less than a second covering Ravenscroft in fourth all the way down to Lloyd in eighth position. A great five-way battle for the positions just outside the podium. Meanwhile, Hannafin, having got himself into third position, Ravenscroft has now dropped back to be the cork in the bottle in this five-kart train, and it looks as though it could just about get bigger with Finley Bunce and Jensen Butterfield in that train as well. There's your 12-year-old Rufus Hunt, the number 14, the reigning Shenington Kart Club champion, and he's second in this queue, down two off the start, but now right on the gearbox of Clayton Ravenscroft and hunting for a move, and he needs to get on with it quickly because that man, the number 12, Dexter Patterson, is going to really start to charge. In fact, he's already got him. That was a bit of a mistake there from Rufus Hunt, and Dexter Patterson has surged straight through up into P5.
You don't need to give Dexter any room at all. He's going to take advantage, and he does there. The men on the move, Alex Lloyd gone through in 8th place, started 12th. Kieran Jeremy started in 20th place, out of the picture at the moment, but up to 13th place as we've got moves at the front of the field, Jake.
Yes, Patterson got through again, so Patterson's made another move, and that's put him into P4 now. So he's got past Rufus Hunt, and there's more battling to join the back of this queue as Bunce, Butterfield, and I think that's Cunnington have joined the fray as well. It's difficult to keep up with this now. We've already started 2016 exactly as we mean to go on, but Patterson has hit the front of this queue.
It's a great shot from the drone, isn't it, in the aerial shot, as we see another place made
Lloyd.
up.
That's Lloyd
yeah.
through to P6. Wow, he's done that quickly. He's picked off Ravenscroft and Koika on the last lap as if they were raisins. And there's more moves. It looks like tumbling down the order. That looks to me like... is that Koika moving down? Yes, I think it is. The O-Plate, Jensen Butterfield, he's right in this mix. Don't forget, he started on the back row of the grid, and he's now right up in P7. The O-Plate holder wants something out of this final.
Yeah, he's made up 12 places so far. Alex Lloyd as well, don't forget, got a 10-second penalty in that first final earlier on. I think he finished 4th, if I remember rightly, and he went down to 12th as a result of the penalty. Great shot from the drone. You can really see the sort of snaking effect of the karts as they go through the Stuart S's. That is Alex Lloyd on the Team B with Team BRK. Started 12th up to 9th place, in fact, now as he goes through the line. So made up 3 places now. Lost a place, actually was in 8th, so back down to 9th.
Yes, he made that on the Stuart S's the last time around. It was a very sweet little move. Let's continue on a little further into the race. We can see Tom Canning and Johnny Edgar have well and truly dropped the field. Hannafin in 3rd place. Patterson, Hunt, Butterfield, Bunce. He's going to make the move of the inside. Johnny Edgar in the Stuart S's, and he's got him. Beautifully timed move there from Johnny Edgar. He picked him off exactly as he needed to there. He made sure there was no way for him to come back past again, and he's in the lead. Johnny Edgar for Fusion.
Jensen Butterfield just set a purple sector in Sector 1, 16.5. That's the fastest time in Sector 1 so far. Not surprisingly, he is on the move and now made up 13 places through to 6th place. They come through the line. There is Butterfield on the O-Plate. There he is going up into the chicane. 48.8, race leader 48.93, so he's just over a tenth quicker.
Yeah, up to P6, and now he's right on the back of Hunt and Butterfield. On the back of Patterson and Hunt, I should say. And look at this, Tom Canning looks like he's going to completely repeat the move that Johnny Edgar just put on him into the stewardesses. No, not quite. He's going to wait for his moment. Meanwhile, take a look at this. It's as open as you like, as up the inside for 4th position. I think that was Hunt and Butterfield making mincemeat of Dexter Patterson on the approach. We'll have a look back at that and see how that's all shaped out. But meanwhile, still Johnny Edgar in front of Tom Canning, and I'm not entirely sure that battle's done for the day. I think Canning has got a trick or two up his sleeve. Meanwhile, Hannafin 3rd. Who's that up to 4th place? That's Butterfield. Butterfield on the O-Plate has popped up in a P4.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's close enough to do any more damage from there. He's way behind Hannafin, but what a drive by Jensen Butterfield. I mentioned him in my ones to watch as the potential champion for this season. He's not had the best of days, having to start from the back of the grid in this final, but he showed his quality. He's come from the back of the grid, 19th place, up to 4th. He's made up 15 places so far. Alex Lloyd, I can tell you, is now back into 8th place and making up 9 places as well. Kieran Jeremy from 20th. Haven't seen much of him, Kieran, but he's on the move as well.
Oh, this is amazing stuff. Bunce, Patterson and Lloyd squabbling over P6 and joining the fun behind them. It looks as though we've got Ravenscroft, Koika. That's for the move at the inside. Dexter Patterson making the move on Bunce, and Bunce has gone wide as a result. So Lloyd's going to get through as well. A big... Oh, and that's into the barriers.
Brandon Martland's out.
Oh.
Hit the barrier, spun out, and doesn't look like he's going to get that going.
What a shame for Brandon Martland. He was right in the mix of the battle just behind it. Let's watch this. On the outside, he's just gone on the curbs. In fact, it was Bunce on the curbs in front, but Koika loses it. Look, he's hit Cunnington. He's hit Cunnington, and Cunnington's got nowhere to go. Martland tries to take avoiding action, and in doing so, he's flat on the throttle. He hits the barrier. He's got nowhere to go.
Cunnington got away with that one, to be honest. Koika was all over the place, just clipped Cunnington. We're in the last lap. We got a new leader.
Yes, Canning's got through. So Canning now leads in front of Johnny Edgar. Hannafin 3rd and Butterfield 4th as before. And again, Canning's now in super defense mode to try and keep Johnny Edgar back. But I really think he's going to struggle because Edgar is right there. He's hungry. He's alongside of the braking zone. But Tom Canning is sensible. He's done a lot of racing at this place. He's a very successful man, a champion, of course, don't forget.
He's in
Edgar
front.
around the outside, he's just nosing in front onto the braking zone, and somehow Canning wrestles for that inside line. You are not getting past me today, sunshine. I'm doing everything right here, and I'm going to get the first final win of 2016. Don't even think about it, Johnny. He's going look, he's looking again. I'm going to send you to the left. I'm going to hold this inside line. You can try everything you throw at me, Johnny, but I'm going to take this. Tom Canning gets the victory. Edgar second, Hannafin third. Butterfield comes through for fourth position. We've got a black and white flag on the finish line, so we may get a post-race penalty. Look at this squabble across the line. Patterson just pips Lloyd, Bunce, Ravenscroft, Jeremy and Rufus Hunt, with Guy Cunnington just outside the top 10. Post-race, Jeremy and Abraham both receiving 10-second penalties. That's enough to promote Guy Cunnington into the top 10.
It's 2 finals and 2 wins for you. Maximum set of points from the finals today. Is that a sign of things to come from you?
Yeah, it was a really good race. Hopefully to carry it through to the next round. Kart was good all weekend. Team did a great job.
And in terms of, obviously, they were almost queuing up behind you there at the end, and you obviously had the likes of Jensen Butterfield, who'd driven from the back of the grid as well, and then obviously the local interest in Johnny Edgar. Talk us through that final lap in terms of trying to keep all those at bay.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a tight race from the start, and then we raced clean and fair on the last lap, and I think Johnny did a great job.
Apologies for the mic holding technique there by Mark Fell. Mark will be going on the How to Hold a Microphone Properly course sometime in the near future. Championship points look like this, with Tom Canning leading from Edgar Patterson, Bunce and Hannafin, but it's going to be a long season. Join us after the break. We're back with more racing from Rowrah and Junior Rotax.